Hello, everyone. This is Mira Kelly, and I want us to talk about identity today. I had something happen to me yesterday that was really very meaningful around this question of identity, and it really got me thinking about how willing are we to really change our identity, to let go of the perception we have of ourselves. And so so here's the story. I actually purchased a new phone yesterday. And you would think no big deal, right? We purchase a new phone all the time. Well, so here's what happened. Along with the new phone, I actually changed my phone number. By the way, have you ever changed your phone number? I mean, seriously, right? Like, how long have you had your phone number for? And I'm talking about cell phone number, right? I'm not talking about house number, because there's even a greater sense of connection with our cell phone numbers. And so I have had my old cell phone number now for, oh gosh, forever. I got it very early on in college, like way too long ago, longer than what I care to remember. And so it's interesting how I, you know, I had this realization it's about time to actually change my phone number, because I was thinking, I got that number when I was living in New York City. I was just a kid, and so much more has happened to me since then, right? I mean, gosh, there isn't a cell in my body that is still a remnant of that time when I got that cell phone number. And meanwhile, so much has happened in my life. I finished college, I went to law school, I became a lawyer, I got done working as an attorney. I now am in a completely different career. I've been doing this forever. I got married, I got divorced, I fell in love with somebody else. And so all these things have been happening, and along the way, my personality has been changing dramatically, right? I am a completely different person. And so I've been thinking how there's an energetic connection and attachment to bonds, to old states of being, to consciousness that is represented by those numbers, right? The digits in our phone number. And so I was talking to a friend, and we were talking about this very same thing. And my friend was saying, "Oh my God, you're not going to believe it. I moved from New York City to Los Angeles, and everything has changed in my life. So why am I still connected energetically to this old me?" So this person very quickly went and changed her number. And so I'm listening to this, I'm getting super excited, because this is what's on my mind. And my partner is a part of the conversation, and I'm like, I gotta do this, we gotta do this, I'm so on board. Sure enough, I get home after this get together, and a little bit of a fear comes up of like, oh, but why do it? I know the number by heart. It's attached to everything, every institution, every place, every friend has that number, right? Like if somebody wants to get in touch with me from years back, how are they gonna find me? Oh, why rock the boat, right? So this is what's going through my head, and I do nothing about this. And so yesterday, my partner comes home and says, "I did it. It was amazing. I felt such a change in energy right after changing my phone number." And I'm listening to this, and I'm admiring him, because he didn't say during the conversation. I was the one who was super excited, and yet he jumped on it, he took action. And so the lightness of his action, the inspiration that he gave me with his own experience of, yeah, I feel like this was so meaningful, such a sense of renewal, such a sense of a new person, got me motivated. So sure enough, I immediately got to the store, to my cell phone provider store. I showed up and I said, I want a new phone and a new number. And I had the very same sense of relief as I walked away. So this really got me thinking about this idea of identity, right? How we hold on to identity, how we hold on to the stories of who we are. Oh, and meanwhile, by the way, we're doing our darnest to change. Meanwhile, we're struggling. We're really trying to literally do as much as we can to overcome old patterns. And yet, taking action like that is so symbolic, so telling, so choosing of a new future. And so, sure enough, I chose a phone number that is congruent with the area where I now live. So now I live in Los Angeles, and so there's such a sense of ease and flow, and the energy being completely congruent with who I have become. And so that got me thinking, yet again, like I've been saying to you, how often am I willing to change my identity? And why am I attached to something that symbolizes me when that symbol is not me? I'm always flowing, I'm always expanding, I'm always growing. And so that's my challenge to myself, but also to you. How quickly are you willing to change your identity? And are you willing to truly, truly, truly step into the vision of who your future self is? And are you willing to let go of those holding ons? And so that's one thing I decided for myself yesterday. Why am I attached to a phone number, right? Like, why am I attached to that identity? And so my challenge to myself is I want to do this often. I really don't want to be attached to anything, much less a phone number, right? So now, if you feel compelled to actually go and change your phone number, because think about this, there is an energetic connection to the place you have left behind if you have relocated, or to a story you have left behind, if not so much location, but more so personality upgrade, right? So if you feel compelled to go change your number, you have to let me know. Leave a comment, or if you have been through this and you notice the same thing, right? Like, wow, what a sense of attachment, and then the renewal as I let things change. And of course, as always, email me at info@mirakelly.com and let me know where are you struggling in changing your life. Of course, not just with your phone number, but those patterns, those issues that you need help with, because that's what I do best. I help people engineer their consciousness and move forward in life really powerfully by leaving the past and designing their future. So for now, I'm sending you all my love, and we'll talk soon. Bye for now.